Some places in Europe don't feel real. They don't look like normal cities or villages. They look like scenes pulled straight out of a movie or frames from an animated fairy tale. These are not the destinations everyone talks about. They are quieter, more mysterious, and often hidden in plain sight. Here are 7 places in Europe that look like they belong in a Disney movie, but they are very real. Hidden deep inside a forest in eastern Germany, Rakotzbrücke feels more like a visual illusion than a real place. Built in the 19th century, this stone bridge was designed with incredible precision. Surrounded by trees, moss, and quiet walking paths, the area feels untouched by modern life. In the early morning or late afternoon, when the air becomes misty, the bridge seems to float above the lake. Rakotzbrücke isn't about scale or size. It's about balance, symmetry, and the strange feeling of standing in front of something that looks too perfect to be real. At first glance, Mont Saint-Michel looks like something created for a movie set, a medieval island rising from the sea, connected to the mainland by a narrow causeway. Depending on the tide, it can appear either fully surrounded by water or standing alone on open land. This constant transformation is part of its magic. Narrow streets spiral upward toward the abbey at the top, where stone walls and towers dominate the skyline. At sunset, when the sky turns gold and the sea reflects the light, Mont Saint-Michel feels completely detached from the modern world. Just outside Lisbon, Sintra rises into the hills like a dream layered in stone and color. Palaces sit above the clouds, surrounded by dense forests and winding paths. What makes Sintra special isn't just one building, it's the atmosphere. Cool air, constant mist, and sudden viewpoints give the town an otherworldly feeling. Castles appear unexpectedly between trees, and rooftops stretch toward the Atlantic in the distance. It's easy to imagine this place as the setting of an animated kingdom, mysterious, elegant, and slightly unreal. Set among green hills and misty valleys, the Glenfinnan Viaduct is one of the most cinematic structures in Europe. The curved railway bridge stretches across the landscape like a scene from a fantasy film. Steam trains still cross it today, slowly moving through open wilderness. When clouds hang low and the wind moves through the grass, the entire scene feels alive. The viaduct doesn't dominate the landscape, it blends into it. Stone, steel, and nature exist together in perfect balance, creating an atmosphere that feels both powerful and peaceful. Rothenburg ob der Tauber looks exactly like the medieval towns people imagine, except this one is real. Colorful houses line cobblestone streets, surrounded by intact city walls. The town feels frozen in time. There are no modern buildings breaking the illusion, no glass towers, no distractions. At night, Warm lights illuminate wooden beams and narrow alleys, turning the city into a living storybook. It's the kind of place where every corner feels designed for a camera or an animated film. At the edge of Europe, beyond the Arctic Circle, lies Reine, a small fishing village surrounded by towering mountains and deep blue water. Red wooden houses sit right at the water's edge, framed by jagged peaks that rise almost vertically from the sea. The contrast is striking. Calm village life set against dramatic natural power. During winter, northern lights dance above the mountains. In summer, the sun barely sets, bathing the landscape in soft golden light. Reine doesn't look like a place people live. It looks like a painted scene. Yet life here continues quietly, surrounded by some of the most powerful scenery in Europe. Rising above the forests and mountains of southern Germany, Neuschwanstein Castle looks less like a real place and more like something imagined. Built in the late 19th century by King Ludwig II of Bavaria, this castle was never meant to be a fortress or a royal residence in the traditional sense. It was a personal dream, a retreat inspired by medieval legends, music, and romantic ideals. Perched on a rocky hill, surrounded by alpine landscapes, Neuschwanstein feels isolated from the modern world. From a distance, its white towers and narrow windows seem to blend into the clouds, especially on foggy mornings. Despite its fairy tale appearance, the castle was technologically advanced for its time, featuring running water and heating systems that were rare in that era. Yet what truly defines Neuschwanstein is not its comfort, but its atmosphere. Walking through the area, there's a sense of quiet imagination, a place built not for power, but for beauty. It's no surprise that this castle inspired some of the most famous fairy tale designs in the world. Neuschwanstein isn't just a symbol of Germany, it's a reminder of how far imagination can shape reality. These places remind us that fantasy doesn't always need to be created. Sometimes it already exists, hidden in forests, mountains, and quiet towns across Europe. And all it takes is knowing where to look.